Welcome to the Appliance Boss channel.
Ooh, what a day.
And what I love about our sisters is that once she knew her husband was in, she
Today, we're going to get outside. Maybe, no promises. We got a plumbing project that's been going on for a couple of days this week. Shower renovation. I'm not even saying shower renovation. They had a shower. It was leaking, and it just looked, it was just kind of messed up in the area. I think he found some other leaks too, but essentially you have to pull out the entire shower to get to the leak and then reinstall the shower. So I guess it technically is a shower installation, but he was doing that this week. And I know he's got today and it may be some work tomorrow to finish up with the additional work. So I may try to pop in, see what's going on. So we'll do that. We got Appliance Boss coaching call later on today too. So coaching call, we're going to be going over some notes, going over some tips, some tactics with the group, answer some questions, and see, where everybody is, who needs help. We're coming off of spring break season, Easter season, going into the summertime. We got to get prepped, ready to go with these ice makers, make some moves, talk to these customers. This prime time. So we got a potential new customer that we've been working on this week. So I think we go out today. So I got to double check. It's either this afternoon or tomorrow to do some work with them. We're going to do some assessments. They've got 5 different locations across the city, but we're going to start with this one, put together a plan for them, plan of action to make their lives easier. So we got a lot of stuff to do today. Not to mention, I got to finish that insurance paperwork I started yesterday, so I'm gonna go take care of that this morning. But that's a beautiful day. Feels nice, cool. Gotta take it easy. So today in the office, getting started. It's a couple of things. You got to double check your ads, make sure everything's running properly, schedule right. So it's 7:30. We got people on PTO. Just double checking nobody called in. So we've had a string of that this week as well. And make sure that the girls they're good to go on the schedule, all that stuff. And then 8 o'clock this morning, it's time to meet with the marketing coordinators. So we're gonna go through. We got a few things that we're working on right now. Logo redesign is one of them. 2, we've set out a whole production. She's laid out a production for some commercials. So we're gonna walk through that. What does that look like? Putting some more high quality videos out. So not just the stuff that we shoot real quick and just post. So putting a little bit of thought, effort behind it. So that way we can share that medium. So we're talking 15, 30, 60-second clips, commercial style, that could be shown in movie theaters, on TV, etc. So we're going to be working on that. Then also too, we got a couple other projects we want to tighten up, getting ready for Modesto. Want to make sure we have information packets ready to go. We got our website domain purchased. That's a couple things we're going to tighten up before we have the full Modesto meeting tomorrow. So yeah, I'll do that in a half hour or so. And then after that, the guys should be rolling in. We'll start our daily huddle. So we do a daily huddle every single day just to make sure everybody's on the same page. We can answer any questions. And so with all the technicians heading out in the field, we try to keep it at about 7 minutes, and we're really precise on that. Schedule. Anything you got going on with your schedule, what you got going on, any problems, any issues. 2, money. Is there any outstanding money issues? Did everybody turn it in? Did they make their deposit? Did they have any issues collecting, etc.? That type of stuff, it gets brought up. Work orders. Did we close everything out? Did we locate or find all the parts we need to find. We're expecting any parts to come in that's urgent, priority. So we knock all that stuff out, and then, words of wisdom where we are, and, keep it going, drive safe out there. So we knocked it out in the morning during our huddle. And hey, that's where we are today. So I'm about to go ahead and get started. Insurance paperwork done, submitted. So I thought, man, I hate it. They ask for so much stuff. They want like driver's license information, date of birth, all the VIN numbers and all this stuff. I got it somewhere. I don't know where it is. Man, last time we submitted this information was November. We try to keep it because every time we update a new driver. But man, I just hate the paperwork. It's so tedious. Side quests. Instead of doing the insurance paperwork, had a reminder that I didn't check on my tires. So we did tire inspections a couple weeks ago. They sent a bunch of pictures in. Everybody's got somewhat slightly different versions of tires. So I had to write all that stuff out. We need to really start using the modules, because we got a module inside of Service Fusion where we can keep track of the vehicles, what tires to have, the oil changes and stuff like that. So definitely who I bring on next is going to be responsible, in charge of managing that, the fleet stuff, the oil changes, because we have like a couple different vendors we go to for service. Fresno here, Bakersfield. Tires, oil different. Some are under warranty, some are not. So we got all that stuff that we got to work on. That's Hayden right there. All that stuff we got to work on to keep track of going forward.
Almost got my skin, dude.
Yeah.
Almost.
The exhaust.
Yeah, man. It was bad, dude. It was bad. Okay.
The first time I ever did that, I set instead of putting my feet on the.
He's putting us on his block. Getting work done.
I ain't doing shit.
Look at this. I just moved the call. I moved a call.
Yeah, moved to go.
And then I finished.
Day's over.
A whole lot about the business side. You just
Oh, shit. Oh, danger. All right. Over. We had a good discussion today. Talked a little bit about starting up the business, and what it looked like, or the takeaways that we had from opening up the Fresno shop before, and all the little tips and stuff that we took away from that. When to start. Try to avoid the holidays, starting from around the holiday. Making sure you test your stuff before you go active, all that stuff. Your card reader, your payment processor, the whole shebang. So touched on that. They had a bunch of good questions. Gave some really good tips too about commercial, getting started in it, and kind of easing in with a comfort level while still doing residential. So one of the guys, chimed in and shared his journey on that. But good call. Unfortunately, usually I record the calls, but sometimes we have technical difficulties, like today, where my internet was just not doing what it's supposed to do, and it just kicks out. So if you happen to miss the call, normally you can go back and watch the replay, but in this instance, we only got like 35 minutes of an hour and 20 something discussion, so due to poor internet. But good day today. I did not finish my insurance thing. I almost got it done. I got to a point where I'll finish by the end of the day tomorrow. I was missing, matter of fact, I think I did finish. I just didn't submit the stuff over. I got package it up, PDF it up, send over the last little bit information. But I guess the good thing about this is the insurance companies, they all ask for the same thing. So I'll just repackage the stuff up as we get more quotes. Because this time, man, we got to make sure we saving the bunions on this. So I got 2 more agents I'm going to be submitting stuff over to on that. But man, it's a long day, not motivated. So what do you guys do when you're not motivated to do anything? I think I walked 2 miles today trying to kick myself into gear. Went home real quick, stared at my wife, turned back around, I had lunch and stuff, but it's still kind of like, man, I'm still not in the point where I want to do more, if you know what I'm saying. So, or today anyway, most of the time, even though I got up, routinely, same routine, up about 5:20, I'm out, had my coffee, did my thing. But I know you guys go through the same things where you just don't really feel motivated to do stuff. But I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I still, made some progress. We're gonna be bringing on somebody in the organization. We feel like it's gonna help us enhance, and then also to move forward with what we're trying to do. And then I feel like she's gonna fit really well with us as well. So I'm excited about that. But man, at the end of the day, what can you really ask for? You run your own business. You do something that at least I hope you like. I like what I do. I'm a problem solver, so it doesn't matter what we do. So we're trying to solve customers' problems, and then also just trying to identify what potential problems they could have, so we can make a little bit extra money off of that as well. So, but all in all, man, I'm gonna end the video and end the day right here. Hope y'all have a good one, and I'll let you later. Peace.